Hi, my name is Mark Polt, and I'm a real estate investor in the greater Charlotte, North Carolina area. I'm what you would call a no frills, no thrills real estate investor. If you're looking for somebody with a big fancy car in the background, nice shiny studio office, or someone who wants to sell you a $19.95 a month subscription to their newsletter, I'm not that guy. Check out a different channel. So I was listening to Robert Kiyosaki and the Rich Dad channel, which I'll link in the description below. Fantastic channel. He's really singularly focused, it seems, at least recently, on millennials, and he's got a new person who works for him, and she's a millennial, and she's trying to expand the channel so that millennials can understand more about money and the monetary system, and then just get a financial education. And one of the topics that, or one of the little sidebars he said was very, very interesting to me. He said the reason a lot of people are poor, and this isn't exclusive to everybody who's poor, but a reason a lot of people are poor is because they've not made any mistakes. And he goes on to explain, like, when you're in high school, when you make a mistake, you're penalized. And if you work in a group collaboratively, it's called cheating. And these are two very destructive habits or notions to take into the business world. You're not going to be able to do everything yourself, since the reason you need a team. That's why you have a group or a department. You have a team. You're supposed to work together. But a lot of people can't get past that. You know, they think that I have to do all the work individually. I struggle with that personally. I don't like to ask other people for help. I like to do everything on my own. However, to be successful in the buy and hold real estate market, that's just not, you're not going to do it on your own. You're going to have teams. You're going to have a realtor. You're going to have an accountant. You're going to have a bookkeeper. Probably going to have some crews. You're going to have a lawyer. There's just all kinds of stuff. You can do most of it up to a point, but to really scale your business, you're not going to do it individually. And two, people are afraid to make a mistake. I see this all the time. I'm not afraid to make a mistake. Gosh, I've had a university education's dollars worth, whatever it costs for you to go to a university. I've made that in mistakes in this business. We're talking $50,000 to $100,000 easy that I've lost out on, or didn't take advantage of, or got screwed out of, or whatever. But I'm not afraid to make a mistake. I'll research the hell out of something. But really, until you go out there and you do it, you're not going to really learn it. You're not really going to know it until you actually go out and do it. And most people are way afraid, at least in my opinion, and apparently in Robert Kiyosaki's as well. Most people are afraid to step outside of the box. They're afraid to step outside of their comfort zone. They're afraid to question authority. They're afraid to question the establishment. They're afraid to ask why. I'm definitely not that guy. I have no problem asking why. I have no problem saying no. And I have no problem challenging other people. And, it's my charming personality, I suppose. But in this business, you're going to make mistakes. And that's not a bad thing, right? What is a bad thing is when you make a mistake, you don't learn from it. You don't figure out why you made that mistake. And then you make new processes or whatever it's going to take to not make that mistake again. If I make the same mistake twice, really, really bothers me. I try really, really hard not to do that. And let me give you another example, like in my personal life. My first marriage failed, and it failed pretty miserably. It hurt a lot. It was very difficult for me to get through, and very painful. And I said to myself, I need to figure out why this failed. I'd gone into this expecting to be married forever, to grow old together. Apparently, that wasn't going to happen. And so I started reading. I started getting some counseling. I started watching YouTube videos. I started trying to figure out what it was, and what I figured out, it was me, at least partially. I played a role in it for sure, and and I took responsibility for that. And I changed myself. I changed my thought processes, and I better understood what it takes to have a successful relationship. Didn't know anything about marriage going into it. My dad never sat down and go, hey, this is what you can expect. This is how it goes. This is how women act. These are how women react to what you do, yada, yada, yada. It was just like, oh, hey, you were single, now you're married, good luck. And I feel that we really set our youth up, or young people up, for failure because they don't have the skills, much less the knowledge or the wisdom. Not that I probably would have taken it anyways had you given it, but they don't have that knowledge base or that understanding of what it's going to take to have a successful marriage. It is what it is. Anyways, these are my thoughts on what Robert Kiyosaki said, that the reason a lot of people are poor is because they're unwilling to make mistakes. What are your thoughts? Leave them in the comment section below. I'd like to see what you have to think about it. Hope you go out there and live the You Won't Stop Me lifestyle. And it's all about gaining the wisdom, gaining the knowledge, and gaining the experience of buy and hold real estate. Once you gain that knowledge, it can all be taken away from you by circumstances outside of your control, and you can get it all right back. Whether we're in an up economy, whether we're in a down economy, there's always deals to be had. So, barring some alien technology coming down here and making homes obsolete, which would actually crash the world economy, people are going to need a place to live, and they're willing to pay for it. Anyways, I wish you success.